The following game is being played with History Maker Baseball Express, a product of Play Games LLC, copyright 2022, all rights reserved. If you would like to order a copy of History Maker Baseball Express, or if you would like to check out the other products offered from Play Games, please click on the link provided in the description box below.
Welcome back to the channel as we get set here for Game 3 of this 1927 Yankees Gauntlet Challenge here in Series number 10 as the 2022 Rangers and the 1927 Yankees are even at one, have both won one game in this series, and they are looking to push the other to the brink or the cusp of elimination here in this game. And that's what the winner will do by sending the other team to the cusp of elimination in Game 4 to be held later on today. With that being said, your pitching matchup for Game 3 is going to be Herb Pennock going for the 1927 Yankees, and opposing him will be Cole Reagans for the 2022 Texas Rangers. Lineups have been exchanged at home plate. Herb Pennock is ready. So is Bubba Thompson. And let's get to it from the Bronx here at Yankee Stadium, number 1. We got a 2, a 4, and a 6 to begin this ball game. As it will be, is Pennock a star pitcher? He is. That's going to be a 5 blank to immediately end the top half of the first. As the 2022 Rangers go down in order, and that's going to bring in the 1927 Yankees to bat here in the bottom half of the first inning. Two, three, four is the pitcher not fresh, and again the pitcher for both pitching staffs. The pitchers work like this. They will have 3 full fresh and 3 semi-fresh innings, and they retain the semi-fresh innings if they are pitching, if the starter goes into the 7th inning and pitches a shutout. So with that being said, Reagans is fresh. We will skip that question. And it will go to, is Mark Koenig a sad sack batter? He is not. That's going to be a men on base result. -1 for black die if control. Cole Reagans has semi-control. The decider die says he does not. So that's going to be putting the runners at the corners on first and third. And it will be a reroll of the decider die to determine what the outcome will be. Dot is 2 hits. Blank is going to be seeing multiple runners on base chart off of my homebrew optional men on base narrative. And it looks like Mark Koenig will get 2 hits over his first 2 appearances or over the course of this game. It'll be a home run with a 1 and another home run with yet another 1. So 2 homer day for Mark Koenig in this game as the 1927 Yankees take a 2-0 lead here in Game 3, and that's going to bring up Babe Ruth on the men on base chart. Reading the black and blue dice as such of a 23, Eager grounds out. Unfortunately, Babe Ruth is not an eager batter. That's going to load the bases up for the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig. Again, the black and blue dice is 13. Fresh or relief pitcher gets the pop out. Good thing for Cole Reagans, because that would be bad. He is fresh. That is going to be a pop out for Lou Gehrig, and that will end that'll end the first inning as the 1927 Yankees take a 2-0 lead here in game 3 as we head to the top half of the second, and Marcus Semien will lead it off for the 2022 Texas Rangers. 1-2-5 is the pitcher not fresh, and again 3 full fresh, 3 semi-fresh. Pennock is fresh. Is Semien a champion batter? Yes, that's correct. Semien a champion batter? He is not. So that's going to be a no runs result of 1 dot to end the top half of the second, with the score 2-0 in favor of the 1927 Yankees. 1-1-6 here in the bottom half of the second for Ben Pascal or Pascal. And it will be, is Reagan's a struggler pitcher? No, he is not. Is Pascal a utility batter? He is not. That's going to be an RBI question mark result. And the decider die says, yes, he does get the RBI. And it's now a 3-0 ball game. And we now determine what the outcome was on my narrative chart for the RBI question mark and micro RBI results. It'll be a hit, and I believe we will give him a home run either way. So Ben Pascal will get a home run out of this, out of his appearance for the RBI narratives. And the 1927 Yankees lead the 2022 Texas Rangers by a score of 3-0 as we head to the third inning. Corey Seager will lead things off with a 3-3-6. Is Pennock a workman pitcher? No, he is not. Is Corey Seager a sad sack batter? He is not. That's going to be an RBI question mark. And that's going to be an RBI, folks, for Corey Seager as the 2022 Texas Rangers do get on the board. It is 3-1 in favor of the 1927 Yankees still. But let's see what the outcome of that RBI will be for Corey Seager. It'll be a hit, and obvious choice would be a home run, since he was the leadoff batter here in the first inning. But let me just see if that is the case. We will give him the home run, and we will. So Corey Seager will get a home run off of that RBI question mark result, off of my RBI and micro RBI question mark and RBI micro results narrative chart. We head to the bottom half of the third with the score 1927 Yankees 3 and the 2022 Texas Rangers 1. 4-4-6 on Ray Morehart. Is Reagan's a star pitcher? No, he is not. Is Morehart a hero batter? He is not. That's going to be a no runs result. Hence, Morehart does not have home run king or slugger qualities so there goes the possibility for a solo home run. And it's going to be a no runs result of 6-0 to end the third inning here at Yankee Stadium #1. The score remains 3-1 in favor of the 1927 Yankees as we head to the top half of the fourth, and Nathaniel Lowe will be the batter. 225 is Pennock an ace pitcher? He is not. Is Lau a hero batter? He is a hero batter, so that's going to be a min up base result with a base running adjustment off of the his running qualities, and it looks like the decider die was not used, so no adjustment needed as Lau will cruise on into second base. With a 2 and a 5, it will be a single and a stolen base for Mr. Nathaniel Lowe to set up a scoring position opportunity for Adolis Garcia off of the men on base chart. Reading the black and blue dice as such of a 12, Slugger hits home run, and living up to his nickname of El Bombi, Adolis Garcia hits one high, far, and gone. El Bombi strikes again, and the game is tied at 3 apiece. And Jonah Heim will be the batter off of the new batter off of the men on base chart. Reading the black and blue die as such of a 23. Eager grounds out. Jonah Heim is not an eager batter. That's going to put him on first with a walk. And that is going to prompt a mound visit by the catcher and the pitching coach of the 1927 Yankees. And let's see if the bullpen is active for the 1927 Yankees. They are not. So they are giving some faith to Herb Pennock to see if he can get out of this inning with the score even at 3 apiece. Reading the black and blue dice is such of a 12. Slugger hits home run. Unfortunately for Leody Taveras, he is not a slugger, so that's going to be a single, and that's going to do it for the fourth inning, the top half of the fourth, but not before El Bombi strikes again. Adolis Garcia hits a 2-run home run to tie the game up at 3 apiece as we head to the bottom half of the fourth inning. One, 2, 5 for Julie Wera. Is pitcher not fresh? Well, again, we're in the semi-fresh innings. He is not fresh, so that is going to be a minimum base result with a base running adjustment. And Wera is a semi-stoic, and luckily for Cole Reagans, he will get a no-runs inning of 5 to end the fourth inning to keep the score tied up at 3 as we head to the top half of the fifth inning. $116 for Ezekiel Duran. Is Pennock a struggler pitcher? No, he is not. Is Duran a utility batter? He is a semi-utility. The decider die says he is a utility, and that's going to be a no-runs result. However, there's a possibility for a solo home run. Ezekiel Duran does have the home run king, does have the slugger, semi-slugger quality, hence the black die is 6. But it's semi, though, and the decider die was already used for the semi-utility check. Let's see if that one is going to be hit high. May it get hit far. And it is gone. Ezekiel Duran hits one out of here, and the 2022 Texas Rangers take a 4-3 lead here in Game 3 of this series to hopefully push the 1927 Yankees to hopefully to the cusp of losing yet another series, as they could possibly be the 4th team to beat the 1927 Yankees here in this Gauntlet Challenge. we head now to the bottom half of the fifth, and the score remains with the score now of 2022 Texas Rangers 4 and the 1927 Yankees 3. Here's Johnny Grabowski to lead things off for the New York Yankees. 1-2-2. Is Reagan's a struggler pitcher? He is not. Is Johnny Grabowski a champion batter? He is not. So that's going to end up being a no-runs result of 2 blank. Ooh, excuse me. To end the bottom half of the fifth. And it looks like there may be some action down there in the pen for the 1927 Yankees. And let's see if that is the case. It is. So is the manager of the 1927 Yankees going to take Herb Pennock out of this game? He is not. So the bullpen is beginning to stir. Let's find out if that is the same case for Texas. The pen is active. They are. And are they going to take Reagan's out of this game after the Rangers take their at-bats in the top half of the sixth? They will. And they won't. So both pitchers will remain in this game for the sixth inning as we head there with Bubba Thomas to lead it off against Herb Pennock. 1-4-6. Is Pennock an ace or dynamic pitcher? No, he is not. Is Bubba Thompson a sad sack batter? He is not. So that's going to be a minimum base result, -1 for black die of control. And it looks like that Pennock does have control, so it's going to be reducing the black die from a 4 to a black die 3, and we're going to put the runners on first and second, and Bubba Thompson is going to be collecting back-to-back singles over the next 2 plate appearances in the game. And Marcus Semien will roll off with the men on base chart with his team leading by a score of 4-3. 2-3-6. I'm sorry, reading the black and blue dice of a 23. Eager grounds out. Marcus Semien is a semi-eager. However, the decider die says he is not eager. That's going to load up the bases for Kyle Seager's brother, Corey Seager. Kyle Seager, who is a former Seattle Mariner. His brother is a former Los Angeles Dodger. And these two played against one another in the shortened COVID 2020 season, which we considered not to be a season at all because it was 60 games, but whatever. Corey Seager will now hit off of the men on base chart. Reading the black and blue dice is such of a 14. Scrapper hits single. Oh, and Corey Seager's not a scrapper. That's going to be a bases clearing double. 1, 2, 3. And the Texas Rangers lead this game by a 7-3 lead. Oh, man, oh, man. And now the question is, if you're the 1927 Yankees manager, do you go to the pen for Nathaniel Lowe, or do you stick with Herb Pennock? But let's first see if any pitchers are ready down in the pen. And they're not ready. So they're active but not ready yet. So Herb Pennock is going to have to face Nate Lowe for the time being off of the men on base chart. Reading the black and blue dice is such of a 13. Fresh or relief pitcher gets the pop out. Unfortunately, we're in the semi-fresh innings. However, the decider die says that Pennock is not fresh. So it's going to be a double, and that's going to do it for Herb Pennock, as the manager is going to have no choice but to go to the pen next inning, as Herb Pennock will go 6 innings and gives up a 4-run spot here in the 6th inning as the 2022 Texas Rangers take an 8-3 lead here in this game as we head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. And Cole Reagans is going to face Earl Combs here in the bottom half of the 6th. 236. Is Reagans a struggler or gilded pitcher? He is not. Is Earl Combs a sad sack? Yes, sad sack batter. No, he is not. So that's going to be an RBI question mark result. The decider die says he does get the RBI. And look at this. The black die is 6. And so what that means is, according to the rules of History Maker Baseball Express, if the black die is 6 and the decider die dot pops up on the RBI question mark results, the batter will get 2 RBIs. And that's going to and the lead is now 8-5 for the Texas Rangers. And let's figure out first if both RBIs happened in the same at bat. Dot they do, blank they don't, and they become separate RBIs. They are separate RBIs. So we're going to do the first RBI right now off of my homebrew RBI question mark and micro RBI results narrative chart. The first one will be an error on the infield by the catcher. And probably it'll be the same again, but this time it'll happen in the outfield, and it will be by the left fielder, Bubba Thompson. So 2 errors, one by the catcher and one by the left fielder. And that's going to do it for the 6th inning. But the Yankees are crawling right back. Don't look now, but here come the Yankees. One of these teams is going to force the other to be on the cusp of losing another series, losing this series, as the other team will look to finish off the series in Game 4 later on today. But before we get to there, we have to play this game out. And with that being said, Herb Pennock is done after 6 innings of work. He gives up 8 runs to the 2022 Texas Rangers, and it looks like we see someone trotting out of the bullpen. And while he takes up his warm-up tosses, we will take a quick timeout. And it looks like it'll be Joe Girard to lead things off here in the top half of the 7th out of the pen, taking over for the 1927 Yankees, as he will be the bullpen hero and will be fresh for the remainder of this ball game. And he will be having the daunting task to face El Bombi Adolis Garcia here in the top half of the 7th inning. 3-4-5. Is Girard a star pitcher? No, he is not. Is Adolis Garcia a sad sack batter? He is not. That is going to be a men on base result, -1 for black die if flash or control. And Joe Girard has both flash and control. So this black die 3 right here will be reduced to a black die 1. And it's going to be a 1 and a 5. And that's going to be a walk for Adolis Garcia to have Jonah Heim come up to the plate with the game still well within reach. It's still anybody's game and anybody's series to win, as Jonah Heim will lead things off of the men on base chart. Reading the black and blue die as such of a 13. Fresh or relief pitcher gets the pop out. Joe Girard is the relief pitcher, so that is going to be a pop out to take us to the stretch with the score of 2022 Texas Rangers 8 and the 1927 Yankees 5. While the fine patrons here at Yankee Stadium #1 sing a beautiful rendition of God Bless America, along with Take Me Out to the Ball Game, let's see if Cole Reagans is going to stay in this game to pitch here in the 7th inning with a dot that he will. And he won't. So it looks like that Cole Reagans is done after 6 innings of work. The bullpen will take care of the rest from here. And while the new pitcher for the Texas Rangers makes his way towards the pitching mound and get his warm-up tosses in, we will take a quick timeout. It looks like it'll be Jesus Tinoco to be the lucky contestant out of the pen to face off against the 1927 Yankees. And he will be the bullpen hero and will have the fresh quality for the remainder of this game. With that being said, fans are relaxed, stretched out, and ready to watch the remainder of this game as Mark Koenig will be the leadoff batter for the 1927 New York Yankees here in the 7th inning. 1-2-6 is Tinoco is Tinoco a struggler or gilded pitcher? He is not. Is Koenig a hero batter? He is a semi-hero. The decider die says he is a hero, so that's going to be a men on base result with a base running adjustment, and it looks like he is a semi-stoic. The decider die was used for the hero check, and he is not stoic. So it's going to be a runner on first with a 1 and a 6 being a single for Mark Koenig. And this is where damage can be done with Babe Ruth coming up to the dish, looking to pound one out of here against Jesus Tinoco here off of the men on base chart. 16, good eye rolls again. Unfortunately for Babe Ruth, he does not have good eye. So Tinoco strikes out Babe Ruth to end the 7th inning here at Yankee Stadium 1 to keep the score right where it is, with the Texas Rangers leading it 8-5 as we head to the 8th inning here at the stadium. Leody Taveras will be the leadoff batter for the 2022 Texas Rangers. 2-5-6. Is Girard a workman pitcher? No, he is not. Is Taveras a sad sack batter? He is not. So that's going to be a men on base result. -1 for Black Die of Flash. Girard does have Flash. That's going to put the runners at the corners for the Texas Rangers, and it will be and it looks like the decider die was not used, so we'll go to the multiple runners on base chart off of my optional homebrew men on base narrative chart. And a 6 will read for second and third, back-to-back singles for Leody Taveras, a double and an RBI. And the Texas Rangers now lead this game by a score of 9-5 as we head to the men on base chart for Ezekiel Duran off of the men on base chart. The black and blue dice is such of a 56. It says the patient batter draws the walk. Unfortunately for Duran, he is not patient, so that's going to be a contact result off of the red die 6, and that's going to be it for the Rangers in the top half of the 8th. But they do add on another run as the score is now 9-5 in favor of the Texas Rangers. And we head to the bottom half of the eighth, and Lou Gehrig will lead it off. 2-4-6. It will be, is Tinoco a star pitcher? No, he is not. Is Gehrig a champion batter? No, he is not. That's going to be a no runs result with a chance for a solo home run. Oh, and look at this. Luke Gehrig has the home run king quality. And that one is going to be hit high, hit far, and Tinoco gave up a splitter to Lou Gehrig as Lou Gehrig deposits one deep, and I mean way deep, into the right field seats and hit out of here, as the score now, as we head to the ninth inning, is well within a save situation for Tinoco, with a score of 9-6 in favor of the 2022 Texas Rangers. We head to the ninth, and Bubba Thompson will be the leadoff batter. 1-4-4. Is Gerard a struggler pitcher? No, he is not. Is Thompson a sad sack batter? He is not. So that's going to be a men on base result, -1 for black die of control. Gerard does have control, so that is going to be a men on base 3 with the player's choice of putting either the runners on first and second or putting the runner on third. We'll play it safe and get runs the hard way, as we will put the runners on first and second for Bubba Thompson, and it will be, the decider die was not used, so it'll be back-to-back walks for Bubba Thompson in this game, and Marcus Simeon will be the next batter off of the men on base chart. Reading the black and blue dice is such of a 35. Control pitcher gets the ground out. Joe Girard is a control pitcher, so that's going to be a ground out to preserve the save opportunity for Jesus Tinoco, as the 2022 Texas Rangers lead this game by a score of 9-6. And last hope for the 1927 Yankees to extend this game rests on the shoulders of Ben Pascal, or otherwise it's going to be a game over as we head to game 4, with the series at 2-1 in favor of the 2022 Texas Rangers. Let's see and find out what happens. Here we go with Tinoco facing Pascal here in the bottom half of the ninth inning. 1-2-3. Is Tinoco a workman or struggler pitcher? No, he is not. Is Pascal a champion batter? He is a semi-champion. The decider die says he is a champion, so that is going to be a men on base result with a base running adjustment of a base running adjustment symbol, and it looks like this black die 3 will be reduced to a black die 2, putting hopes and dreams alive in this game on second base, as Pascal gets on base with an official scorer's decision, and the decider die was not used. No, yes, it was. Yes, it was. Decider die was used for the champion check, and it will be a double for Ben Pascal off of my homebrew optional men on base narrative chart. Ray Morehart will now bat on the men on base chart here in the bottom half of the ninth inning. reading the black and blue die as such of a 13. Fresh, a relief pitcher gets the pop out. Tanogo is the relief pitcher, and he is also fresh due to the bullpen hero status. That is going to be it for the 1927 Yankees. And the 2022 Texas Rangers have won Game 3 by a final score of 9-6, putting them up in the series 2-1, heading into Game 4 later on today with a chance to win the series and become only the fourth team to beat the 1927 New York Yankees here in series number 10. Oh man, this, like I said, guys, this is going to be a fun series. It's anybody's series still to win, but right now it seems that the 2022 Texas Rangers has a grip on this series as we head to Game 4 later on today. And we hope to see you there. And again, if you are new to the channel or if you just stumbled upon this video in the YouTube algorithm on your end, I am glad that you clicked on this video. And I hope you enjoyed today's ball game from Yankee Stadium number 1. And if you like the content that you see in this video or on any of the other videos on my channel, easy for me to say, any of the other videos on my channel, and if you like the content that you see there, please feel free to subscribe to my channel for future content, as I will be posting really regularly right now as I continue this project throughout the 2024 in real life Major League Baseball season. So once again, folks, the final score here from Yankee Stadium 1, here for Game 3, the 2022 Texas Rangers take a 2-1 series lead, pushing the 1927 Yankees to possibly lose another series with a final score of 9-6.